Hey y'all, and welcome back to Finance Facts. Today, we're going to be discussing subsidized and unsubsidized student loans. During this video, we're going to go over some of the similarities as well as some of the differences between these two types of loans. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Subsidized and unsubsidized student loans are both federal direct loans issued by the U.S. Department of Education. One of the key differences between these two types of student loans is who qualifies for them. To qualify for subsidized student loans, you must be an undergraduate student with need. To qualify for unsubsidized student loans, you can be an undergraduate or graduate student with or without need. One typical question is, how do I know if I am considered a student with need? Your need will be determined by the income information collected on your FAFSA. FAFSA stands for the Free Application for Federal Student Aid. And if you have any questions about what that is, don't worry, we have a video all about it. Once you have filed your FAFSA and your income information has been sent over to the schools of your choice, your school will determine how much you can borrow in regards to subsidized and unsubsidized loans. Keep in mind that every school or university has a different cost of attendance. Based on how expensive your school is, this will help determine how much loan money you actually qualify to borrow. But in general, when it comes to subsidized versus unsubsidized loans, subsidized loan limits are lower and unsubsidized loan limits are higher. One of the biggest and most important differences between subsidized and unsubsidized loans is interest. When it comes to subsidized loans, the U.S. Department of Education will pay the interest while you're in school in the first 6 months after you leave school. When it comes to unsubsidized student loans, you are responsible for the interest on the loan from the time the loan is formed. And while this may not sound like that big of a deal, having the U.S. Department of Education pay the interest on your loans while you're in school can make a big difference on your loan balance, which can make a big difference when it comes time for repayment to begin. One thing that subsidized and unsubsidized student loans have in common is they both have fees for the creation of the loan. This fee is typically a little over 1% of the loan amount and is thought of as a loan origination fee. These fees are typically taken out up front, so you don't have to worry about coming out of pocket to pay for them. No matter what kind of federal student loans you qualify for, you will have to go through interest loan counseling to make sure you understand your loan and its repayment. Interest loan counseling is basically a small course that all loan borrowers have to take to make sure they understand how interest works, how repayment of their loans will work, and the entire student loan borrowing process overall. Another step to be able to borrow money from the U.S. Department of Education is signing a master promissory note. A promissory note is basically a legal document in which you sign and promise to repay your student loans and any accrued interest and fees to the U.S. Department of Education. It's basically like a contract. Access to that promissory note and a lot of other things that we've described in this video today can be found on the Federal Student Aid website. The link will be available in the description of this video. Well, that's all the time we have, guys. Make sure to subscribe and follow us on TikTok before you go. Later, y'all.